Good morning, student. Here Gopal Srivastava. Welcome to all of you in your online biology classes in chapter science. Student, in last classes, I have discussed the cell organelles and their functions. Hope you are all learn and revise very sincerely. Okay. So today, student, we will discuss about the some small unicellular organism. Organism both means plants and animals. And listen, student, one more thing. There one unicellular plant that is movable, Chlamydomonas, and one animals that have found chlorophyll and make their own food, that is Euglena. Unicellular organism, Euglena have chlorophyll that make their own food, but Euglena is an animal and Chlamydomonas is a movable plant. You know, plants are generally fixed in the place, but Chlamydomonas are found in the aquatic area and they are moved from one place to the another place with the help of the flagella. So student, all of you get ready to attend your biology class and open your science book, and the last topic of the chapter cell, the unicellular organism. Okay. Class 8, subject science. Today's topic, what topic? Unicellular cell as an organism. Cell as an organism. Cell as an organism. Unicellular cells. Unicellular cell perform all the life processes, all the activity in the life processes, means digestion, circulation, excretion, respiration, and reproduction. So, student, the unicellular organism or single cell organism is called the cell as an organism. Means they perform the all activity inside their cells. So they depend individually, independently, not depend upon the other. They work their own and fulfill their life cycle. Means they are not depend upon the other. Unicellular organism. Okay. So cell, the cell which perform all activities of their life, they are called independently cell. Suppose amoeba, paramecium, Euglena, and Chlamydomonas. Amoeba, paramecium are plant. Amoeba animals, paramecium plants, Euglena animals, Chlamydomonas is a plant. You know the structure of amoeba just like the any. They have vacuole, small vacuole. Okay. This is amoeba is an unicellular organism, contractile vacuole. This is food vacuole. This is the pseudopodia, cytoplasm. So, food vacuole for the storage of food and digestion, and contractile vacuole for the absorption and excretion of the food, and they expel the waste material from their body surface. That is contractile vacuole. Okay, so it's move in the water very slowly with the help of pseudopodia. This is called the false feet. This is called the false feet. Okay. So when they are slowly move in the water, they catches their prey, means food, with the help of false feet, pseudopodia. Okay. Now food taken by amoeba by the pseudopodia. Okay. In the every and each organism, there must be a nucleus. Inside the nucleus, there is a nucleolus that contain the RNA. Okay. So this is about the amoeba. Now, student, about the paramecium. This is about amoeba. So amoeba is an aquatic unicellular animal. Okay. Now student, proceed the next topic, that is paramecium. First of all, draw the diagram. Try to understand about their parts and what are the work of their parts. Hair-like structure are found on their body surface. This is called cilia. Cilia helps for the movement of the paramecium in the water. This is called cilia. It's called food vacuole. And this is called contractile vacuole. This is called cytoplasm. This is nucleus. This is the inside the nucleus, nucleolus. This is called gullet. And there are two molecules are found below the nucleus and above the nucleus. That is called the macronucleus and micronucleus. Okay, student. Suppose nucleus micro is PELLICLE. The body surface is called a pellicle cilia. Okay, student. So paramecium is just like the sleeper set. They move in the water with the help of cilia. Cilia, which is found in their body surface, that is called pellicles. There are two vacuoles are found inside their body: food vacuole and contractile vacuole. Food vacuole for the storage of the food and digestion, and contractile vacuole for the absorption of the food and excretion, the waste material inside the body thrown out their body surface by the contractile vacuole. Except this, contractile vacuole also control the osmoregulation in the paramecium. Okay. So paramecium is also unicellular organism. Okay. Paramecium is a unicellular aquatic animal. Okay. Unicellular aquatic animal. Their food are they feed, means their nature of feed, taking the feed in the holozoic phagocytosis in the solid form. Okay. So I think there is no any difficulties to understand about the paramecium. And third is euglena. But student, they take their prey, means food, from the gullets. This is the mouth of the paramecium called gullet. Okay. So no more. And one more thing, there are two nuclei are found inside the cell of the paramecium, that is macronucleus and micronucleus. Okay, macronucleus and micronucleus. So student, it is move fast in the water. Now student, about the euglena, you can write down the diagram. Okay, student, I am going to arrange the paramecium. Third is euglena. Euglena is also a unicellular animals. This is the spindle set. spider shape. Chloroplast, nucleus, nucleolus, gullet, and some small flagella. Okay, flagella. And you can mention some more parts. They store their food in the polysaccharide form. So write down the contractile, PACUOLE. Okay. Flagellum, flagellum. And there is also found photoreceptor. Photo, RECEPTOR. Photoreceptor trap the sunlight for the making their food. And flagella is important for the movement. This is used for the movement in the water. So Euglena have the chloroplast. Chloroplast you can, okay. Stored poly, let's say CHA saccharide, polysaccharide from photosynthesis. So there is many cytoplasm are found. Okay. So at the, this is the interior part and this is the posterior part. At the interior part there is the flagellum arise, which is help for the movement in the water. Okay. Same the contractile vacuole for storing the food from the gullets. Okay, and they trap the sunlight from the photoreceptor. Their photoreceptor are found in the head of the Euglena, and in the presence of the chloroplast, they have chlorophyll. They make their food, and they absorb and assimilated in the contractile vacuole and expelled undigested food expelled through the contractile vacuoles. The stored food are called the polysaccharide, which is obtained from the process of photosynthesis. Okay, student. So this is the figure of Euglena. So Euglena is an aquatic animal. Aquatic animal, unicellular animals. The only one nucleus are present in whole body. Okay, so it is called the unicellular. The last is Chlamydomonas. write this student at the in your pair copy. So Chlamydomonas is an aquatic plant. Aquatic plant. This is the structure that like the whip-like. Whip-like means the some are the means flat type structure. It is found in the water, fresh water. Last is the Chlamydomonas is an aquatic plant. Okay, whips. WHIP. Very simple structure. This is the flagellum, which is very important for the movement in the water, and in the center called nucleus. Inside nucleus there is nucleolus. You know, this is the cytoplasm. Okay, but they have mitochondria. Mitochondria are providing energy after the oxidation of the food. Okay, and you can write down one more parts. There is the large vacuole. This is the plant, vacuole, vacuole, and there is the found the eye spot, EYESPOT, eye spot. This is called cell wall. Okay, so generally Chlamydomonas is an aquatic plant which is green in color due to presence of the chlorophyll. Okay, due to presence of chlorophyll, you can write down the chlorophyll in any. Suppose this is the chloroplast. Okay, and unicellular aquatic plant. They move in the water from their flagellum. Okay, so it have the chloroplast that contain the chlorophyll, which make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. And last, one more, yeast. Yeast. Yeast is also an unicellular organism. Yeast and unicellular plant. Okay, unicellular plant. It belongs to fungi group. Fungi is a microorganism. This an unicellular plant. This is belong to the fungi group. Okay. So what is the use of the yeast? Used in fermentation. Fermentation are generally found in the absence of oxygen. Okay. Fermentation are generally found in the carbohydrate-rich food, where sugar present. They convert into the alcohol. Okay. So, students, this is the last topic of the chapter 7. Tomorrow we will discuss about the exercises, and there is the last question of this topic. I will be discussed if we have time. We will discuss the oral question of this topic. So, student, please open the book and take the pencil. Write down the answer in the front of the oral question in the book. I also take the book for explanation of the question answer. Oral question. Page number 133. Answer number 1. Name the smallest and the largest cell in our body. Yes, main smallest cell is blood cell and largest cell is nerve cell, that is NER, nerve cell, blood cell and nerve cell. Answer number 2. What are the projection on the body of amoeba called? Projection in the amoeba, pseudopodia. Pseudopodia. Answer 3. Name 3 cell organisms that help the protein synthesis. Very easy. Endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, and Golgi body. Answer 4. Name the constituent of a cell nucleus which carries genetic information. Name the constituents of cell nucleus which carry genetic information. So, student, this is called chromatin thread, given in your chromosome. Answer 5th. What are the colored plastids responsible for the color of flower, fruit, etc. called? What are the colored plastids? The color plastid is chromoplast. Chromoplast. Write down this and write down the today's homework. diagram of amoeba paramecium igina, amoeba paramecium igina and Chlamydomonas. CW copy. MONAS. Okay, student. Thank you. Have a nice day. Your class is over. Write down all the homework.